Hello and welcome to the Monocle Weekly. I'm Fernando Augusto Pacheco, and on today's show, I speak with film director Gabriel Mascaro, director of The Blue Trail, a stunning dystopian and life-affirming film telling the story of Teresa, a 77-year-old woman who refuses to comply with the Brazilian government who ordered the elderly to move to remote housing colonies to maximize economic productivity. It's been a hit in its home country and won the Silver Bear Grand Jury Prize in the Berlin Film Festival this year. Let's hear it from Gabriel.
O que está acontecendo aqui?
Senhora Teresa, dona da casa?
Aham.
É uma homenagem do governo.
Homenagem?
É, por conta da sua idade.
Mas desde quando uma pessoa é homenageada só porque ficou velha?
Gabriel Mascaro, from director of The Blue Trail. It's a fantastic film. Pleasure to talk to you. I'm a big fan of your work. First of all, tell us about the idea. It's a very original concept. I haven't seen a film like this before, which I guess is good news. But tell us, what was the beginning of The Blue Trail for you?
The idea was to investigate elderly characters in cinema. It's quite rare to see elderly people protagonist films. I realized that when I start to investigate, in general, a few movies that have elderly characters, they normally play about the conflicts are normally centered in the idea of dealing with the death. Some illness, some characters that are, I'd say, goodbye to life. Other films are about nostalgia. Elderly people connected to the past as a depository of past. And I wanted to do something really different. I want to look at the present and see how this female elderly could pulsate at the present. So it's a movie really passionate about the present and how this elderly is able to sign new meaning for her life.
In many ways, like some of your other films as well, it feels to me that it does deal with pleasure, with desire as well, in that sense, right? This enjoyment of life, right? Would you say so?
Yes, the movie was inspired somehow in my grandmother. She started painting when she was 8 years old, just after my grandpa died, passed away. So it was very inspired to see her create a new meaning for her life in his late 80s. So the seed of the project came from her when I could see this flourishment of life, no? So I was very enchanted by this feeling, So I started to creating this allegory, this movie about this elderly woman called Teresa that marked in a journey of rivers in Amazonia. The movie is about freedom and say that it's never too late to find a meaning in life.
Do you think it can also be a little bit political as well about the way we treat the older generation as well? And would you say so?
Yes, it's been so special to see how the movie is so universal. Even is a Brazilian movie, very Brazilian, is set in Amazonia. There is this kind of dystopia and allegory that really connects with different audience. And I do think that everyone has another parent or knows someone that is becoming old, or we know that we'll be old soon. So the movie is always about something that we know about us.
It gave me hope, by the way.
Yes. The good thing is that the movie is almost like a dystopia, but I do think it's a very utopic movie. The movie is about hope, about this elderly female woman that find a new friend, other woman, even older than her, and creates this beautiful connection in very utopian way,
And it's beautifully set. I mean, the film looks beautiful. So tell us, was it really in the Amazon? So you filmed the whole thing in the Amazon region?
Yes, the whole film was shot in Amazon region, in 2 cities, basically Manacapuru and Novo Airão. It was very special to film there.
Which state of Brazil?
It's Amazonas.
Amazonas, okay.
Close to Manaus. It was very special. At the same time, we tried to avoid being seduced by the beauty of Amazonia per se, because the movie is about this aging, about this female elderly accepting her age and fighting against the prejudice against her age. So it was beautiful to also set the Amazonia, but not be seduced about the beauty, to avoid exoticism of the landscape. It's a movie about this person, about the human being in the Amazonia, not about the Amazonia itself.
Absolutely, that's a very good point.
And that's why when the movie shot in an aspect ratio more square, not that wide, but more squared aspect ratio.
And again, talking about the set design, the Peixe Dourado, which is some sort of a gambling place, it looks amazing as well. But you are fascinated by neon and this kind of elements, right? Because I see that in other films as well.
Yeah, it was very special to create this allegory of this gambling Brazilian Amazonia context. Brazil is facing a huge phenomenon of bets, gambling online. All the teenagers are very addicted in Brazil, but we try to capture this mindset and put in the movie through a different lens. In this case, this gambling place called Peixe Dourado, like golden fish. There is some kind of like fish fight, like small, like little tiny betta fish fighting. So our character somehow bet.
Connected to the title of the film, but I'm not gonna give any spoilers. What about Denise Weinberg? What an amazing actress. When you were making the film, did you have her in mind? How was the casting? Because she is phenomenal.
Yes, actually, I never write screenplay thinking about actors and actresses because I never know if I'll be able to pay what they want. But when I finished the screenplay, I started looking for the casting. It was very intriguing to see how difficult it was to cast this movie because there is not a lot of elderly actresses in Brazil that would be feasible to make this movie because a lot of them are upper middle class. The first generation of actresses are upper middle class, white, very white, and they had to do facial procedures to keep hiding their ages because the TV mainstream pressure is huge against the female bodies. So I finally could find this amazing actress called Denise Weinberg. She's for the theater in Brazil. It was so special, and she's very confident about her aging, about her wrinkles. And it was special to see her telling me that, Gabriel, my wrinkles are my tools. My tools of expression. It was so special to see her also defending the movie and generating different kind of like perception about how woman can be older without having to hide.
E a senhora? Tá indo fazer o que lá em Itacoatioca?
Garantir meu lugar no céu.
And on the other hand, you have also Rodrigo Santoro, which many Brazilians know as this massive pop star, very handsome actor, but he plays a very raw character as well. It was a really interesting character that in the end was quite helpful for her as well.
Yeah, it was very special to have Rodrigo Santoro on board of the movie. He's a very nice actor and he was very excited to do this movie. Had never been to Amazon region before, and when I invited him, he was so happy. And he's really special actor. I could really learn from him a lot. It was very surprising to see and create this characterization where you don't know if is it Rodrigo Santoro, like. So he's also he knows very well the whole, like, it's Rodrigo Santoro. And he said, Gabriel, I had a suggestion for the movie. In the beginning of my character, I should hide myself. And my hair should be in front of me. And the people that know my work, that know myself, can discover me along the movie. So when they discovered that Rodrigo Santoro is playing that character, it's too late. He's already the character.
They're hooked already.
Yeah, so it's beautiful because he really cared about small, subtle elements of his acting, And it was his suggestion. He starts the movie hide behind his hairs, and he really defended the big hair because he wanted to hide himself in the beginning of the character. So it's very special, very subtle.
I was reading, there was an article from a few days ago saying that the film is actually a success in Brazil, or I don't know, you might know the numbers better than me, but saying one of the biggest art house releases so far in the year. How do you feel the reception? Because you did say the film has this universal theme as well.
Yeah, it was a special. Since the beginning of the movie's career, we premiered in Berlin Film Festival, of course. We won Silver Bear, the award of Crown Jewel Prize, and it was very special to see because Berlin Film Festival is one of the big three film festivals in the world, like Berlin, Cannes, and Venice, and Berlin is the only one that happens in the big city, like in the metropolis. It's not like Cannes or Venice, like more touristical venues. So our screening had 1,500 real audience people in the screening. So it was very special to see the movie connecting already with normal audience. And it was very special reception. Yes, and it was very special to see the movie happen in Brazil as well. We are happy to screen the movie, winning awards in festivals, but of course, the best thing for us is when we see the movie being released, being connected to the people, being released in different like small cities. And I'm so happy to see the movie now as the best art house release of the year in Brazil. We have just been released in Germany and Switzerland, and today we are releasing in Italy, a lot of cities. So it's so special to see Brazilian cinema not only festivals, but really being released everywhere.
And the great thing is, especially after the victory of I'm Still Here, which was an amazing campaign, we have other Brazilian films coming out. It feels to me that is a good moment for Brazilian cinema abroad as well. People are starting to look at it again. I mean, it never went away, but I'm just saying there's a focus there, like, at the moment.
Yes, it's very special, of course, because when you have a big movie like I'm Still Here, you generate this attention, and sometimes you perceive how different countries has a lot of Brazilian communities as well. They are the demands in Brazilian culture different.
Like here
part of the UK, yeah. We were sold out in the BFI on the Film Festival only 2 days after they opened the ticket for sale. So it was only 2 days and boom, all the screens were sold out. So it's very special to see Brazilian cinema happening everywhere. Hope this is not only a short recognition period, but of course I hope it can last longer. Yes, I'm so happy to be part of this, and very happy that my movie is helping to consolidate the Brazilian cinema after I'm Still Here, and I'm happy also that we are having other movies like The Secret Agent that also are coming very soon. So happy to be part of this history.
And I'm happy as a Brazilian as well. So Gabriel, muito obrigado. Thank you so much for welcome to us.
Muito obrigado.
Dizem que ele tem poder de encanto. Tu vai ver o que tu nunca viu.
Thank you very much, Gabriel. The Blue Trail is out now in Brazil and will be out early next year across Europe. I'm Fernando Augusto Pacheco. The show was edited by Elliot Greenfield. Thank you for listening.